Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a. I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. And I'm going to have to tell you all that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I will have my neighborhood. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in, everyone. How are y'all doing? Hey, Michael, how are you? Oh my goodness, I couldn't get moving around this morning. But I made it. I'm a few minutes late, not that many minutes. What's going on with you, Michael? Oh, that's great. That's great. Good to hear. Oh, I'm doing great. Except I'm still hurting a lot in my arthritis. My shoulders, my hands. I don't know. I guess it's just something I'm gonna have to live with. Lord knows if I make it to 60 how bad it's gonna be, but I'm not thinking about that today. I'm thinking about right now. So there we go. So today is Wednesday, September the 10th. Oh, it's bad. Hey, Kim. How are you? Uh, yeah, it's gotten bad lately. It used to not hurt as bad as it does, but here lately it's just been giving me all kind of fits. But I'll be fine as the day goes on. I'd say, you know how you warm a car up. You know when you go out on a cold winter's day and the car is cold, and you turn it on and you heat it up, it gets to running better. Well, as the day goes on and I heat my body up, my joints and everything, it gets to feeling a little better. You know, it still hurts, but not as bad as it did when I woke up. Yep, here and now. Here and now. Uh, I get the crack of my. Oh yeah, you know my knees are not as bad as uh other parts of my body. I use my shoulders and my arms to lift myself up, so I'm wearing out my shoulders because of having to compensate for my legs not working. Hey, Sassy Mary, how are you? Welcome in, dear. What is going on with you, girl? I know you crochet. How's life treating you? Is life good? Oh, I know she is, Michael. Oh, bless her heart. I know she is hurting. There's Claudette, my beautiful twin. Oh, I have been, let's just say, uh, hiding out in the closet to get some extra prayer time so I can function. And I guess that's a good way for the Lord to get me into the more prayer time is to cause me pain. Doing crochet for your great granddaughter that's due in February. February the what, Sassy? What day in February do they know? Yeah, I understand that, Kim. I understand that. It's even got to where when I go to fix my hair, like comb my hair or anything, I can hardly raise my arms up. So I've been exercising to you know, get them because if you don't use them, you lose them. You're gonna, it's gonna freeze up. So you might as well use what you have. Angie, that's the only time I'll be in the closet. Yeah, I get that, Michael. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Well, there's the quiet listener. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Pamela's here with us. So Taylor went to get, have y'all ever heard of this? So my daughter Taylor had to be at the hospital at 8 this morning. They were going to run this test on her all day. Uh, it's sort of like an EEG. I've never heard of an EEG lasting 8 to 5. I've never heard of that. But they told her to bring a book, uh, something, she could sleep or whatever she wanted to do. I think they just wanted to see within an 8 hour period how her brain was working, because I was telling y'all, she has migraine headaches really bad. And she's been doing a lot better since she has the shunt replaced. But she did have one spell, and they're trying to get that under control. If she come February the 14th, she will make it on her great 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 grandfather's birthday. Awesome. Well, let's hope she comes on the 14th. Ella, 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 Ella. Did you get my email about Big Brother? Ella and I faithfully watch Big Brother, okay? I know everybody doesn't watch it. That's not everybody's cup of tea. Oh, tell Victoria I said hello. Um, but I hope next year that when it starts that we can get a group of people that will have a discussion about the show each time it comes on. Now this year they've had some good house guests this year. But it's getting kind of crazy. But they got their first juror last night. Yeah. And it was Rachel, which was a shocker, which Ella knows what I'm talking about. But if you don't follow it, you don't know. But I do follow Survivor. It's coming on in a few weeks. Survivor is. So I will be watching Survivor. Michael said, I'm glad to see Rachel gone. She's a bully. Oh, Rachel has always been like that. Oh, you like Survivor too? I like Survivor. I always wanted James to go on Survivor, and I always wanted to go on Big Brother. But of course, I'm not healthy now to even consider it. But I think James could. Well, when I wanted him to go on 10 or 12 years ago, he would have probably done real well. But because he's aging, I don't know. But it's hard to keep up with him now. But yes, I go over to my brother's house on Wednesday night, and I was there because I don't have cable anymore. Oh, okay. Uh, it come on last night. Didn't come on Sunday night. Ella was emailing me. I was like, "Don't it come on tonight?" She's like, "No, it comes on Tuesday." They kind of had like a twist in the for Tuesday night show. Oh yeah, that would be good because I would be on there with you, Michael. I would be on there with you. But I couldn't do the physical challenges, but I could do the social game. I could play the social game. I could. Yeah, we could team up together. But I think Ella and I like the same people. We really hadn't said either way how we were because I couldn't figure out. I liked a lot of them in there. Uh, I hope not, Michael. If you were gonna play with me, you better not get kicked off early. Well, that might keep you on a little while because everybody want to hide behind you and want you to stay so their number wouldn't come up. But this season has had some really good. There's a girl on there. Her name is Lauren. She's from Louisiana, and I was kind of rooting for her, but she's only 23 years old, and she's very naive, and she's led. People can persuade her into stuff, and she just don't have a lot of years behind her to know how to play the game like she should. And that's no fault of her own. She just hadn't lived long enough. You know, you live long enough, then you learn how to manage things. Well, you should learn how to manage things, and you get wiser and more patient, and you've seen things over the years that young people haven't seen, so you can see the writing on the wall. Thank you, Claudette. Yeah, she is naive. And I'll tell y'all another show. Y'all gonna laugh at me. Um, the handsome young guy, Keanu, the big guy, Keanu. You got Vinny, Keanu, Morgan, uh, Lauren, Kelly, Ashley, Will. Will's the older guy. I'm kind of rooting for Will, but he hadn't really done anything great in the house. Oh, he tells it like it is. He told him, I'm going to pick all y'all off one by one. Well, why did they get so upset about that? That's the game. Of course, they're going to be picked off one by one if you're going to win. I couldn't understand why the house got so upset about him saying that. I guess it was the way he said it. Yeah, he is a floater. I'm trying to think who else is Morgan. I'm ready for Morgan to go. And Vinny, I've been ready for him to go. I want him out. Yeah. Yeah, I want him, but he didn't get put up this time. I think it's gonna be Will, Ashley, oh, and Ava. Ava is so eccentric. She reminds me of my niece. Ava does. But I don't know if y'all watched that Friday night show, if y'all watch Big Brother. They showed her family, her real family. And they were talking about her, which I like that. I like when they show the family members. Yes, he is. But anyway, what y'all got going on today? James goes back to work days tomorrow. On the 16th, I have a echocardiogram that I have to go to. Uh, we got the call today. Our hog is ready that we had slaughtered. We got to pick it up tomorrow. That thing weighed 273 pounds. The hog that we got slaughtered. 273 pounds. What have you been doing, quiet listener? I hadn't seen you in a while. What's been going on? I'm going to do laundry day today and sit outside and play cards today with my friends. Nice. I love to play cards. What do y'all play? Do y'all play gin rummy, rook, uh poker? I mean, what do y'all play? I love to play cards. Spades, hearts. Yeah, that is. But see, we're splitting it three ways. My daughter, my son, and we will split it three ways. We play rummy and face 10. Oh, I love face 10. Have you ever played garbage? That is so much fun. Dummy rummy 31 dice. I never played that. Oh, I get you, quiet listener. I get you. That's exactly the way I feel. And it may be called something else that y'all call it, but it's where you have 12 things that you have to get. And it's like the first time you play a hand, you got to get uh three suits of this card, and then the next set is a straight and a suit of something. You know, it's a different thing you have to get each time you're dealt a hand. We call it trash. Hey, Lori, my friend, how are you? Oh yeah. Oh, I'd be looking for garbage game to see how to play with my mama and sister. Yeah, look that up. But I like to go when I go to the casino, I like to play blackjack. James likes to play Mississippi stud and poker, which I can play those two. Three card poker at the table. That's what he likes to play. Um, but I like blackjack because it's kind of slower, you know. Plus, they have side bets that you can win a lot of money on the side bet. But yeah, we used to play cards all the time when the kids would come home from college. We'd play games, cards. I have a whiteboard, and we'd play charades or Pictionary. You know, you had to draw a picture and get teams, and everybody had to guess what you were drawing and stuff like that. That's cool. What's the weather there, Kim? Not good. Went to the doctor's yesterday. She wants me to get a mammogram because I have tickling and swelling. Also wants me to go to a heart doctor because EKG wasn't the same as it was last time, so I'm nervous. Oh, Lori, honey, I will be praying for you. I will be praying for you, dear, that everything works out. 19 degrees there? Oh, wow. Catch phase, catch phase. I've heard of that. Catch phase. I want to show y'all what I found. I have been looking for this. You know how uh you're looking for one thing and you find something you've been looking for forever? Uh, and hardly know when. My neighbors are not so kind. Live in California. I do not speak Spanish, and that makes it hard. 68 degrees here. I don't know what it is here. Let me see. What is it here? Uh, 81 degrees here. 81. Which that's good. The high today is 88. We don't have rain for a long time. But anyway, let me tell y'all what I did. Now y'all can, if y'all follow me for very long, y'all know that I'm like this. But I cannot find, James and I hardly ever use checks. You know, we always use our debit card, but we have checks in case we need to write a check. The only person we ever write a check to is the lady that cleans my house, the lady that cuts our hair. Oh my gosh, I don't know, just 2 or 3 checks every once in a while. Well, we finally ran out of the book. You know, it has like 25 checks in it. I couldn't find my other checks. I put them somewhere and don't know where I put them. So the lady that helps me clean my house, she and I were looking here in the YouTube room, looking in my filing cabinet, in the kitchen, up above the refrigerator. I mean, we were looking everywhere for these checks. So finally, hold on a minute, let me get back up there. Finally, James tells me, order some more checks. Okay. So during the time that the lady, her name is Kim, that helps me with my house. Yeah, it's warm, but it's not bad. Especially when the humidity is low. Oh, you have 73? Oh, I get it, Michael. Yes. I get it. Yes. I'm not looking forward to my echocardiogram because I've been having shortness of breath and I just don't want to know, but I have to know. You know, you got to know. But anyway, while we were looking for the checks that I could not find, still haven't found them. Have ordered some more, okay? I have been looking for this for 2 years. And let me show y'all what I found. Y'all remember when I wore this on my birthday? Y'all remember this? I wore it on my birthday that year. I could not find it anywhere. Guess where it was? Behind my picture albums in here in the YouTube room. Kim held it up and said, "Oh, I found this." I said, "Oh, I've been looking for that." She said, "What is it?" I said, "It's my crown." She's like, "Okay." All right, let's see. Uh, so the 11th of October, we have Livy's birthday party. She'll be a year old on the 12th. And the theme of her birthday party is Girls Just Want to Be One. You know, in the 80s, they had that song by Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Well, the theme of her birthday party is Girls Just Want to Be One. And so we got that to go to on the 11th. That's at 11 o'clock in the morning in Louisiana at our son's home. Then on the 20, I think it's the 25th, Taylor, Brent, and James are going to a LSU football game at Tiger Stadium. They're going to play Texas A&M. You think Angie's going? No. Even if I was ambulatory, healthy, I would not be going to Tiger Stadium. I think I've said that before, but I would not be going. So I'm going to stay at Matt's with Lincoln and the other grandbabies. So I'm going to be having my fun while they're having their fun at the ball game. But it is a day game, like it's a 1 o'clock game or 2 o'clock. I don't remember. But anyway, so in November, Matt wants to have Thanksgiving at their new house, which I'm all for that because they have a lot more room than James and I have here. What if they would have wanted it to have it here? It would have been fine. But so we'll be back at his house in November. And I'm assuming we'll have Christmas here. It's hard to believe that we're already talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. Chocolips, girlfriend, how are you? What you doing? It is so good to see you. Chocolips is a friend of mine that comes in the Costume Jewelers channel. She and I follow the Costume Jeweler. It's so good to see you. I am it does. It does, Michael. I am a University of Mississippi fan, Ole Miss. Hotty toddy. Which I told Matt they did Berkeley so bad. Matt and Haley both graduated from Ole Miss, okay? They live in Louisiana. Well, all Berkeley's friends love LSU. And I said, y'all put her in a position because Berkeley will tell you, no, Pop, I don't like LSU. I like Ole Miss. She'll tell James that now because James picks at her and he'll say, go Tigers. And she'll say, no, Pop, I don't like LSU. And, but she will be stuck in a classroom of children where she'll just be the odd man out, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being the different one. Susie Woozy. Oh, where are you headed? Were you going over to the Amish women's house and visit? Where are you going? Chocolate, what you been doing? Let me see what she said. It is so good to see you. I'm glad you dropped by. Y'all, I've got to tell y'all this. I have been following, and I don't know how I get caught up in all this. I figured you were going to your Amish neighbors. I'm so jealous. I would love to have Amish neighbors. I'm working from home and listening to you. Oh, cool. What do you do? Are you what do you call it? A customer rep? Is that what you do? Anyway, I have been following the Whitakers on YouTube for years. And they're they live in Odd, West Virginia. And their mom and daddy were double first cousins and they got married and they had 15 children. And they live, I mean, back in the woods. I mean, just it's a sad situation. Well, there was one man that was trying to raise enough money for them to get a house because they're up in age and they all of them are not vocal. They can't speak. And my heart just always went out to them. I mean, I wasn't making fun of them. My heart went out to them. So he quit following and somebody else picked him up and started trying to help him. Well, it's done turned into a whole big event. And I have been watching it all unfold. But I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about. Judy May. Oh my gosh. I have been thinking about you. How are you doing? I miss you so much. Are you doing good health wise? And how's April? Oh, that's my sister right there, Jeannie Mae. She lives in Ohio. Her sister, she's had a lot of family members going through things, and she has um, a dog named Jackson. She has a cat. She used to do cooking videos and then taste test. Oh my goodness, some of the stuff that she would taste, I would literally start watching the video going, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know how she does it because my gag reflex on having to try new things, I could have, some of the stuff that she tried, I could not have done. No, no, I could not have done it. Oh, okay, quiet listener. It's so good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. You get those fur babies' nails clipped. I know how important that is. If only my work could be that easy. I work in risk and compliance. So now, oh my goodness, chocolates. When I worked at the bank, I worked in the compliance department. That's the department that regulates the bank to make sure that the bank is loaning money the way they should. Um, all the accounts are the way they're supposed to be. You're just patrolling the bank. And the compliance department is not that easy to work in. So I know all about compliance. Angie, that is kind of a stereotype in real time. What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about the Whitakers? Oh, I'm not judging them. I mean, I watch them because I'm curious, and my heart goes out to them. But in a way, it's sad. I don't know. I've just been caught up in it. But now that it's all exploded and it's all adult services got involved and took three of the family members away and all that, I just had to quit watching it. I just had to quit watching. I am hanging in there right now. I have an infection started in my foot where they amputated the toe. So today I started an antibiotic for 14 days waiting on approval from insurance. Oh, Judy, bless your heart. Waiting for approval for hyperbaric oxygen therapy treatment. Once approved, that will be Monday through Friday for 2.5 hours a day, 30 days. Oh wow. Well, I sure do miss you. I miss seeing your face on YouTube. I miss Jackson. I miss your cooking videos. I am so glad that you dropped by today and checked in. I'm doing good. I got to go for an echo on the 16th. But my arthritis, I was telling them earlier before you came in, my arthritis has been off the chart. And there's nothing I can take. I went to the doctor last week and he said, I asked him, was there anything new for arthritis? He said, the only two things we treat arthritis with is steroids, cortisone, and I know you don't want that. I'm like, no, I do not. And aspirin, anything in the aspirin family. Well, number one, I'm allergic to aspirin and anything in the family of aspirin. And number two, I have enough steroids floating around in my body. I don't want a cortisone shot. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That's all they treat it with. You're welcome, Judy May. Bingo. That's pretty much it. Yep. I worked in compliance for 10 years. And then when 9/11 hit, it changed everything. They got more strict with the banking world, and it was only two people back there where I was working, and it just got so stressful because it just doubled the load of work. And I was like, I am ruining my life, so stressed out over a job just because I'm trying to keep up with a lifestyle that I'm not even enjoying because I'm so stressed. I couldn't even sleep at night. I mean, it was like, what am I doing? So I told James, I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. So then after I left the bank, I thought, why did I stay there that long? Why did I stay in that job that long? It honestly liked to kill me. It did. It was so stressful. So stressful. But I learned a big lesson. I never, any job I had after that, I never let it become that stressful. I was like, I'm not living through this again. Nope. I was looking for a job when I found this one, but I had the best job ever. The last job I had before I got diagnosed with this disease and had to quit work. And that was the manager of a library, which I love books. I love to read. I love working out in the public. I don't know. Books bring me comfort. Like I can be in a room full of books or I can be at the library. I used to go to bookstores, get a cup of coffee, and just sit there and at a table and just read a book because it just brings me comfort to be around books. I know that sounds strange, but it does. Susie, headed to the post office. Have a lovely week. Oh, thank you, Susie. So good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, I understand, Michael. Yeah, yeah, I got you. I just added that in there. Uh, they live in Odd, West Virginia, and this thing, that place is like in the backwoods where people don't even go. I mean, it's just way back there. Kind of like that short I did with Barbara Walters and Dolly. I'll have to go check that out, Michael. Oh, I know, Michael. Hey, Leon, how are you? Welcome in. Leon, how are everybody's just coming in today? Thank you. Leon, Judy May. Angie, hi, Miss join my YouTube channel, but I just can't stand on my feet to do it. And sometimes the pain is just so, oh, I get it. I get it, Judy May. You're singing, you're preaching to the choir, honey. You're preaching to the choir. Uh, oh, I get you. Hey, Virginia. Thank you for the prayers. Exercise. I feel like, so, okay, let me tell y'all this. So Taylor texted me yesterday and she said, Miss Tony brought me a 5-gallon bucket of fresh okra. Do you want some of it? I said, sure. We love fried okra. I mean, we just love it. But we can put it in the freezer. So she brings it by yesterday afternoon. It's a big box of okra, okay? I was tickled to get it. Oh, I was so excited. But it had to be washed, cut up, and put in Ziploc bags. Thank goodness James was at home, okay? So he and I we was washing up the okra and we began to cut it, okay? Well, I'm hurting in my wrist here and my fingers, and I'm trying to cut this okra. And I told James, he said something about if it's hurting too bad, you can just stop cutting it up because I know your hands are hurting. I said, well, I'm going to do it as long as I can stand it. Because I feel like if I warm my hands up, that it's better for them than just to not move them. Because I do this all during the day. I just move my hands just to try to keep them moving. But I started hurting around my wrist. When I do like this. Jeannie, may I understand that I've had holes in my legs for the past 16 years. Oh, Michael, I understand about that. Jeannie Mae, they wanted to remove both my legs. Oh, wow. Oh, it is real. It is real. So I don't know. Okay, so much. I don't know if I told y'all or not. I wish I would have brought it in here so y'all could see it. I received my AFO, my brace that goes on my foot drop foot and my other shoe. The one, and I took 3 steps, like walking steps, like heel to toe, like y'all walk if you can walk regular. Because when I walk with my walker, I just kind of scoot. It ain't like taking steps. But with my AFO on, I was actually going heel to toe. I was taking steps. But let me tell y'all something. This thing is not light. It is heavy, especially when you're as weak as I am in the hips. So when I took those steps, because I can't feel my right leg, James and my physical therapist was standing there. I'm like, did I pick it up? Did I walk? Did I take the steps? And they're like, yeah, you took the step. You took the step. I didn't feel like I was actually picking it up. I couldn't feel it. But that thing is not. Now, when I hold it in my hands, because I have strength in my arms, it don't feel so heavy. And let me tell you something. These shoes were made when you put your foot in to stretch. If I have a little swelling in my foot, it'll still stretch a little bit. Well, it took them 3 to 4 minutes to get the shoe on because my foot was swollen a little bit. But once they got it on, it was like, oh, this feels so good. It just fit like a glove. And it made my foot feel better because it was, holding my ankle where I didn't feel like my ankle was going to give, because my ankle's so weak because I don't use it. And I don't walk on my foot, so I can't strengthen my ankle. And I always feel like I'm going to, like buckle. So it's got these bars going down, and they're not as bad looking as I thought they were going to be. I thought it was going to look like Mrs. Doubtfire's shoes, because this brace has the shoe built in it, but it's a black shoe, which black goes with anything, you know. So they got the shoe on, and even after he left, I wore it about an hour or so because he said, wear it a couple of hours a day, take it off, until you get used to it. Don't wear it all day. Herein lies my problem. When I go to the restroom with these shoes on, okay, it is not easy motivating around using the restroom with these shoes on. Which I know I'll get more used to them. It's just a matter of starting to walk all over again and get used to having shoes and wearing shoes and all that. But I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be, which I told my physical therapist, I said, look, I'm going to, let's just say, bitch and whine about it to begin with, because that's just the way I am. I'll gripe about it for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then I'll just say, okay, I'm over it. Let's go to work. Let's get it. Just give me my 5 minutes of whining over it, and then I'm good. So he's like, I know I've been your physical therapist long enough to know anything new, you're going to do that. But then you buckle down and say, okay, let's get to work. So tomorrow, I don't know how many steps I'm going to take, but I stayed up, elevating my legs all weekend to try to get my foot as small as it would be for when he comes tomorrow, my foot will go in easier in the shoe. And eventually, I hope I'll be able to put the shoe on by myself. Oh, I know 9/11 did it for sure. Then COVID did another layer with bored people sitting at home conjuring up other ways to be fraudulent. Yes. Oh, people can come up with some ways to be fraudulent. And if they would put that much effort in doing the right thing instead of doing the wrong thing, they would probably be millionaires the right way. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Claudette. Oh, fun. Love the library and the bookstores. Praying for some healing with arthritis. My mom had the same issue and was allergic to Excedrin worked for a while and then steroids, and she just gave up. Yeah, I've been on steroids for years now, a low dose now, because of my sarcoidosis. I don't want another steroid in my body. No, 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 no. Yes, they do. They give you the pumpkin face, make you gain weight like overnight. I weighed 179 pounds when I was diagnosed with this autoimmune disease. They started me out on 80 milligrams of steroids a day. Can you imagine 80? I'm down to 7.5 now. But they started me out on 80. And when you start, you just can't stop. You have to wean yourself down. Well, I gained so much weight. It was just like, and then my face was all round like a pumpkin. And oh, it was bad. You're welcome, Leon. Yeah, they are. I always said, I'm either going to pass away from this disease or the steroids are going to get me. Because the steroids break your body down, they destroy it. The medical properties of okra is truly amazing. Its disease-fighting nutrients promote heart health, blood pressure, and blood sugar and digestion. I've been baking it with extra olive virgin oil. Yummy. Oh, we love it here at our house. Love it. And I know frying it's not the best way to eat it, which I've never thought about baking it. Now that sounds really good. I've never thought about baking it. Thank you, Michael. Oh, the shoe, the AFO is wonderful. Yeah, I never take that for granted. Never, 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 never. The help I get as far as my resources for my health, I never take that for granted. Never, never, never. Yeah, it's the way I am, Michael. Just man, I will just have my 5 minutes of, oh, I can't stand this. I don't want to do this. Why do I have to do this? I'm aggravated. I'm agitated, and then all of a sudden I just flip and go, okay, I'm good. Let's go. I've been doing research for many years. Anyways, I can help myself and others. I will try it, especially alternative medicines. Yes, I believe in alternative medicine too. Oh, Leon's had kidney stones. Is your kidney stones made up of calcium or uric acid? Or do you know? James's was uric acid that causes gout, but I had a cousin, his kidney stones were calcium. He drank too much milk. She is, Michael. She is. Oh, I'm gonna keep eating it. I'm doing stuffed bell peppers tonight, and then I'll probably fix okra on the side. But I wonder if you could, even though you know how you cut it up to fry, I wonder if you could still put those small pieces in the oven instead of it being the long pods. Can you still put the little pieces in there? Oh my gosh, bacon. When people look at me and tell me that they don't eat bacon, that they don't like bacon, I'm like, what? There are people out there that do not like bacon? I'm just flabbergasted. Like, who doesn't like bacon? Hey, Christina. That's my sister. How are you? What's the Texas weather like? Because I know whatever Christina's weather is, I'm going to be getting it in a few days. Oh, I had kidney stone surgery in 1995. They were lodged and wouldn't pass. James had a kidney stone the size of a quarter. A quarter. Can you imagine? They thought they were going to have to cut him from the center of his back around his side in order to get this kidney stone. But luckily, he had it crushed. You know how you go under that the water and they do it with sound waves. You know they crush it. And boy, when he started passing it, after it was breaking up, he started trying to pass it. It was not fun. It was not fun watching him have to go through that pain. This grown man of mine that I never saw let pain get to him in any way. This man was down on his knees crying like a baby. It hurt so bad. I couldn't get him to the hospital fast enough. They gave him morphine because it was hurting so bad. Send him home. In the middle of the night, he gets up. I'm still asleep. He wakes me up about 2 in the morning, and I'm like, oh no, what's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? He opens his hand up. I look at his hand and go, how did you pass that? He said, I thought I was going to die. It was the size of an English pea. I'm not joking. He said, but once I passed it, he said, I'm good. It was all over with, like having a baby. Once you have the baby, all the pain goes away. Christina, what are you doing today? Or have you found a job yet? Or are you still looking? Claudette, they had to put a stent up me to break mine down. On the way to the hospital, I wanted to jump out of the car as that pain was horrible. Yes. Hey, Mama of 4 boys, how are you doing? Welcome, everybody. All my friends are just coming in today, my old friends. I'm so excited. Welcome in. Welcome in. They say kidney stones is as close as a man would. Yes. Yes, Michael, that is true. Well, women have a higher pain threshold than men because of birth. They give birth. That's the way it's set up. They have a higher tolerance for pain. That's been proven because of childbirth. I make an unstuffed pepper skillet meal. Oh, well, see, here's what I do, Sassy. I like the taste of the pepper, but I don't like to eat the pepper. Like when you stuff the peppers, people sometimes will eat the pepper and everything that goes in it. I'm strange because I will just get the meat out of the bell pepper, and it's got the taste of the pepper on it, which I like, but I won't eat the bell pepper. I won't eat it. And James is like, why won't you eat the pepper? And I'm saving it for you. You eat it. Texas is lovely right now. We are in fake fall, and it's in the 80s for now. Yeah, we're in the 80s too. I'm loving it. I may get outside today. I had 3 lodged in, and they had to operate to put a stand in. Oh, my uncle, and look, the guy in the emergency room, when I got James to the emergency room, he had the nerve to look at James and say, you're going to have to quit, you're going to have to calm down and quit screaming so loud. And, just telling him to be quiet. So I proceeded to tell the man, which was a nurse, not a doctor, which I wouldn't have cared if he was a doctor. I said, this man right here never complains about any pain. I know he is hurting because of the way he's acting. And don't tell me or him to calm down. If he's in pain, he's in pain. Give him something. Give him something, through his IV or a pill or something. Give him something for pain and he'll quit hollering. I was so aggravated. Yeah. And then the time he had pancreatitis, Oh my goodness. He thought I had poisoned him. He thought I had poisoned him. I'm like, what? At that time we had been married. Well, we've been married 38 years. We had probably been married 20 something years. And I had bought him, we had went out to eat. And when he got home, his was on the stove. And he ate. And right after he ate, he started hurting really bad. He goes back to the bedroom. This grown man was rocking back and forth on the bed, just in excruciating pain. I kept saying, get up, James. Let's go to the doctor. Let's go to the emergency room. No, no, it'll pass. It'll pass. I did that for about 20 minutes. So finally, I go to Matt's room. Matt was in high school at this time. He may have been a senior. May have been. I said, Matt, come in here and help me get your daddy up to go to the hospital. He will not get up for me. So Matt goes in there and says, Dad, get up. Mom cannot handle you by herself. We got to get you to the car. He just kept saying, oh, no, it'll pass. Matt just looks at me and says, I'm going back to bed. He will not listen, Mama. So then I started freaking out. No, he's got to get up. He's got to get up. So finally, Matt and I got him up. We got him in the car. I said, look, James, don't pass out on me on the way to the hospital. I said, don't pass out, because if you do, I'm going to freak out. I don't do well with 911. I'm going to tell y'all right now. If y'all need me for a friend that's going to be there if something major happens, I just want to warn y'all now, I'm not the one. I will call 911 for you, but I'm not the one to be there when something happens. I'm sorry. I love you. I mean, I want you to get help, but 911s are not me. So what does he do on the way? I'm driving. I'm trying to get to the hospital. He starts falling over, passing out. I got my arm up like this, saying, James, he's passing out because of the pain, okay? We get to the hospital. This man is in excruciating pain. Get him inside the emergency room. They get him back in the room. He has just bent over. They won't give him anything for pain until they can try to figure out what's going on. Finally, after I don't know how long, they give him something for pain. He finally eases up a little bit. What happened was he had passed a gallstone, and it had fallen down in his pancreas and aggravated his pancreas and caused him to have pancreatitis. Well, the doctor comes in and he says, Mr. Smith, you have got yourself in a mess. He said, these numbers are so high. He said, we're going to have to keep you in the hospital for 2 or 3 days to get your pancreas under control before we can even do gallbladder surgery, because your pancreas is going to have to be better for us to do the surgery. So anyway, he had to stay in the hospital, get the pancreas under control, and then we had to go through the gallbladder surgery. Oh, it's just been a mess. No, he didn't, Mama, for no. Not that I know of. Still looking, sprained my ankle this weekend. Oh, no. Oh, no. How did you sprain your ankle? Oh, they kept telling me it was gas and sending me home. I lived with that pain for 10 days. Luckily, I have a high pain tolerance. Then they finally had a specialist in and said, get her in. Yeah, it amazes me how much pain you don't think you can handle till you have to handle it. When I was 6, I had a bad pain in my stomach. I begged to go to the hospital. My stepfather said it was gas. I eat the peppers, but old man hates them, so making the skillet meal is the best for both of us. You may have to send me that recipe, Sassy. I cried until he went to work and begged my mom to take me to the hospital. She did not drive. She called my aunt. I was rushed into surgery. Oh, wow. Oh, your appendix almost ruptured? Oh, wow. Hey, Margie. Margie, I miss you. I miss you doing your auctions. How are you? I'm so glad you came in. How have you been doing? I really do miss you. I bet he did, Michael. Yep. Those ruptured appendix, if it would have ruptured, it would have been bad. I bet he was. He is. God is good. Funny because they found my blood test a few years ago, and they asked my hubby many questions like he poisoned me. Of course, it's not found in people. Still never knew how you got that in there. Wow, Claudette. Oh, Michael, you are lovable, like Claudette said. Our family doctor pretty well told the specialist that my hubby was a good man. Yep. Uh, they're taking Mountain Dew off the out of a lot of states. I saw that on the news that Mountain Dew and Doritos and they have all these chemicals that they're not supposed to have in them, pesticides and stuff. They say Mountain Dew is one of the worst drinks you can drink. I never have liked Mountain Dew. Thank you, Claudette, for dropping the links. Thank you, thank you. I hope you start doing auctions again, Margie. I'm so glad you dropped by. So, what's y'all's plans for this weekend? What y'all got planned? I cannot believe it's almost the weekend again. It's crazy. The weeks are just zooming by. Just fry the hamburger meat with seasoning you like, onion, garlic, etc. When done, drain the grease, add tomato sauce and then green peppers. Simmer until peppers are done to your liking. Add cooked rice. Oh, that is an easy recipe. Nice. I think I can do that. Yeah. Thank you, Sassy. Mountain Dew flavorings and colorings are cancer causing and radioactive. It's terrible. My old boss was addicted to them. I I have never liked Mountain Dew. It was too sweet. It was just too sweet. I mean, if I'm going to drink sugar, just straight sugar, I might as well just run me some water in a glass, put ice in it, and add a 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar and just drink it. Which, in the South, we love our sweet tea. When I was younger, I used to drink a lot of sweet tea. Loved it. But now I want more of the tea, tasting the tea than the sugar. Uh, James will fix a little sweet tea for himself, but I have drank unsweet tea for so long that I've gotten used to just more tasting of the tea than the sugar. I hope they're all okay. Some people drink it like it's their water. You know them because they have and teeth. See what Margie said. Oh, thank you, Angie. Doing well. Very busy trying to get custody of two grandsons. Got put in the system. Now making me jump through hoops to get them, even though I've adopted two of their siblings. Oh, wow, Margie. Bless your heart. And they are well adjusted and young adults. Oh, I admire you, Margie, for taking your grandbabies in. Now I love my grandbabies. And if it come down to it, I think James and I would. Now, it would be hard on me because I'm limited to what I can do. It breaks my heart because I can't help bathe them and do the things that I would love to do, you know. But I think it would be hard for a grandmother to raise her grandchildren. So I admire you, Margie. What they say, and I don't know if this is true, Margie might can answer this, but they say if a child gets caught up in the system, and I guess it goes state by state, it could be different. I don't know. That it's so much harder to get them out than it is otherwise. True. Fortunately, I have their adult sister to help. The boys are 7 and 8. Oh, wow. Are they in the same? Are they together? Are the boys together now? Oh, yeah. Oh, I would do it. I would much rather James and I raise one of our grandchildren than for them to go somewhere that it's not their family. I mean, no matter how much harder it would be on me to do, it's not going to last forever. I mean, they do grow up. They do get older and get more independent if you teach them to be more independent. As a parent and a grandparent, if you're raising your grandchildren, you're working yourself out of a job. You know, that's what parenting is. You're working yourself out of a job. By the time they get 18, you're supposed to already have taught them everything they need to know to make it out in the real world. What's really sad is that someone can have a grudge on you and make a call to CAS and then take the children. It's crazy. Some lie to get back at others. Oh, yeah. They were together, but the foster said that the 8-year old was beating up the 7-year old, so they separated them. They are boys. They're gonna squabble. But yeah, especially brothers. I mean, I have an older sister, then it's myself. I had a brother that was 18 months younger than I am, and then a baby sister. And we could get mad at each other and fight like cats and dogs, but nobody else better not mess with us. If somebody else messed with one of my sisters or my brother, oh, they were gonna get it. But I could do anything I wanted to. That's just siblings. Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. So tomorrow night, Josie and I are having our the calm before the storm show on Josie's channel, Josie's Place. It is 6 Central, 4 p.m. Pacific time because she's in California. And the subject's going to be really good tomorrow night. So y'all need to come and check it out. It is going to be a good show. We fostered a young boy and we're going to adopt him, but the mama got him back because the abuser went to jail. Claudette, I'd rather see a child being saved and have a investigation than see someone assume that it's none of their business. It's all about the money for California CPS. Just my opinion. Um, Claudette, I admire you. I don't think I could foster. I would get so attached to the child that I would, when the child left, I don't know if I could handle it. Because if I'm going to take a child in and foster that child, and I become that child's like a mom to that child, I'm going to get attached to them. So I that's why I never could foster. Y'all had him for 8 months. His name was James. How old was he? Did you say how old he was? No, you didn't say how old he was. Oh, you can't find him? Oh, he was 11? Angie, you may be saving a life, and even for a moment, you make a difference. But yes, we get attached. Yeah, I would get so attached. But I have a friend, really one of my best friends here where I live, and she and her husband were foster parents. They're not fostering anymore. And I would just tell her all the time, I was like, I admire you so much because I could not do that. I would get so emotionally invested in the child, and then the thought of the child going back to an abusive home. Oh, I don't know. True, true, true. Margie. Oh, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Michael. That boy's never going to forget people accepting him and showing him love and protecting him. I had another friend of mine that she fostered. Grandparents should have just as much rights as mother and father if the parents are not good for the child. Sorry, I didn't mean to take your stream in a different. Oh no, we don't have a direction here, Margie. We don't have a direction. We just go with whatever direction it goes. But I had a friend. She and her husband. This is another friend of mine that fostered, and it was three siblings that they got at one time. These children would get up in the middle of the night, go to the refrigerator, get food out of the refrigerator, go hide it in their bedroom. And these children had been hungry, I guess, and had been without food. I guess they thought the food wasn't going to be there the next day. So they were just going to get the food and make sure that it was going to be there. She would tell me stories of the way their life was before they came to she and her husband, them being hungry and, not bathed and that really, and these children wasn't but like, it was two sisters and a brother. And I guess their ages was like 10, 8, and 6, something like that. And she said you could tell they had always had to fight for just everything they had gotten. Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get that. But There's one thing I cannot tolerate is someone, yes, being abusive to a child. No way. I cannot deal with that. Or an older person. Or a vulnerable person. Someone that can't speak for themselves or speak out, and then somebody else is just abusing them. No. No, I can't. I get that's you want to see me get angry, that's when I get angry. Especially when these children fall through the cracks, or this older person falls through the cracks and nobody goes and checks on them, nobody ever sees on about them. They just assume, they're all right. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I guess that's what I should have said. I cannot tolerate any abuse. That's even with if you have a pet. Someone, you better watch out for people that will mistreat an animal. You better watch out for them, because if they're not a good person if they'll mistreat an animal. Yes, on the counter to get peanut butter for him and his sister. Just sad stories. He's now in the army, proud mama here. I know you are. I think I remember you talking about him when you were having your auctions, and I think you went to his graduation. If I'm not mistaken, Margie, I think that was the grandson. Yes, agreed, Michael. Agreed. This is what okay, y'all can, I may be saying too much right now. I feel like whatever abuse you do to somebody, like a child or an older adult, that should be done to you. If they find out for sure that you were the abuser. I think if you caused a child to go without food for X amount of days, I think you need to go without food and see what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you abuse an elderly person in a facility or whatever, I think that same thing needs to be done to you. Now, don't judge me on that. I'm just saying, you've got to learn a lesson. You got to learn that it's wrong to do things like that. Yeah, people don't get involved anymore like they used to. They don't want they don't want to get involved. They don't want the hassle, the interruption of their life. They don't want their life interrupted, so they don't get involved. They turn a blind eye to it. Yes, I agree, Claudette. I agree. I think the abuser should get to give them their sentence. I had never thought about it like that, but that might would work. But I want to thank y'all for coming in. And I feel someone who has abused a child should not be able to have any more children. Agreed. Agreed, Margie. I totally agree. Oh, I bet you do, Michael. I bet you do. I didn't realize that you lived in California, Margie. Hump day. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes, but there used to be a village justice system. The village comes together to get the abuser. It's still that way in parts of Africa. Oh, I bet that's interesting to watch. Okay, dear. Oh, you're in Washington now, but born and raised in San Francisco. Oh, okay. Oh, Lori, I will be praying for you, honey bun. I love you. Everything's going to be okay. You're welcome, Michael. All right, everyone. It has been fun. It has been nice being with you today. Thank you all for coming in. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll be seeing y'all in the chats. I'll be seeing y'all in a video. So you never know where you're going to see me. Bye, neighbor.